just like you guys, 6 or 7 years ago, I think, because I took the Hunter test at that time. And I remember staying up, and the whole week, the week before the Hunter test, I was up practicing and writing practice essays, reading people's essays. And I was like, how can I improve myself to get into Hunter College High School? And at that time, I was really nervous. And I thought I wouldn't get in. But on the day of the test, I knew, my mom told me one thing. She's like, be confident. Even if you don't know anything, just remember what you've learned. Remember everything and all the effort that you've put in, because it all is important. And on the day of the test, I didn't focus on anybody else. I didn't look around. I just focused on the exam. And I just spent 3 hours. I don't even know how they passed. But they passed, and at the end, I handed it in. And I was like, all the effort that I put in, everything that I've learned, I just used all of it. And I put all my faith in. And I got into Hunter. So, I mean, at the end of the day, even if you guys think you don't know something, you guys think, oh, I'm not prepared, that's not true. You guys have been working really hard. So know that when you do any of the questions, remember everything you've learned, put together all the material and everything that everybody has told you, how to write the essays, how to format everything, how to show, not tell, put emotion into all of the essays. Pretty much all the math problems will be bits and pieces of different things that you've learned combined. So they just try to make it tougher, but you know how to do all the parts of it. And reading comprehension, I know you guys can do that too. So just be confident, be positive, focus on yourself. Don't worry about how others are doing. Don't look around you, because there will be people who are nervous. There will be people who might be crying or anything. But just know that you guys have worked hard, and you guys can definitely get in if you guys believe in yourself.
Aw, thank you so much. I want to just ask you some logistical questions. What time they have, the ticket says 7:30. What time should they arrive to the test center?
I arrived at 7, just to be
A.M.
Because
how many people were there?
So I took it at the college. You can take it either they might give you the location for Hunter College or Hunter College High School. So the line was really long, and dress up warm, come in layers, because you will have to wait outside. They don't have space to keep all the parents and students waiting inside. So dress in layers, because the room may be heated, so you might want to take your layers off during the test. But before you come, bundle up, and make sure to not eat too heavy or too light, because you want to make sure that you're full, because the test is at the end of the day 3 hours long, and you will be waiting for a long time. But also don't eat too much that you might feel queasy or nervous during the test or anything like that. I would recommend taking some mints, some gum, something to keep you focused on the test. I know peppermint helps you focus. And also try to bring all your items in a clear baggie, because they don't want to see anything with writing, because it might be like, if you take out your pencils or your pens from your pencil case, it might seem like there's some writing on it or some notes that you brought to help you. So try to bring everything in a clear Ziploc bag.
I have a few more logistical questions. How many people were physically in the room when you took the exam?
In the room when I took it, I think about I want to say 40 or 50. The rooms
were you one seat apart from other people?
Yeah, so they were in rows. All the seats were arranged in rows, and everybody had their individual desk.
And when you were online, how many people do you think were on the line?
I would say at least 1,000. The line was really long. It went around the block, because I took it at the college. So the college has many rooms. So they took more students at the college compared to the high school. So that's why I even had 40 to 50 kids in my room. But probably at the high school, there would be about maybe 30 students in each classroom.
Did you take food with you to the test?
I didn't take any food, because first of all, I didn't want any wrappers. I didn't want to make a mess. I didn't want to make noise. So I just brought gum and mint to keep me focused. But besides that, I'd suggest don't take any food, because you don't want to get distracted or it falling on your paper or falling on your Scantron or making a mess or anything like that.
Did you see others with food? Just because we're all hungry all the time?
I don't think anybody else brought food either. People brought a water bottle, but that's it. And just maybe some, I told you, some mint. Some people brought Jolly Ranchers, but nothing that could be very messy or could be was very big. It was very small and contained.
Can you ask some questions while we have another 2 minutes. But any questions, go ask.
You guys can use the bathroom. Someone will escort you to the bathroom. People will be there. People will bring it. You won't get extra time if you go to use it. And you have 3 hours, and you're allowed to do the test. Math. You can start with reading comprehension. You can start with about an hour for each section before you write it. Don't just dive straight into it. Read the topic. What's the planning page? What do you want to make your story about, and what you want to put in each paragraph, and then start. Not too big that you run out of space, but make sure that it's clear to read.
Full page.
When I wrote my essay, my page reached about one half. So
Page was
the top of the first page, no, the prompt is on a separate page.
okay.
Yeah. The board. And if you have any questions, the student knows.
Did anyone bring like a digital timer, anything that beat?
Digital timers. I brought my watch. Like
You have in your
That's
hands.
what I have on my watch. Or like you can get a digital watch, but I'd avoid bringing because they might take that away from me.
Wait, the parents. Hello. What was the question?
Just make sure it doesn't melt everywhere and make a mess. Just be careful of that. Yeah? They'll provide you with extra paper and highlighters, but don't use it on the scan. You can use it probably to underline the passages given. Yeah.
And the booklet is just like booklet.
It's
reading
one whole
math
booklet
grammar.
that's given to you, and you can go through every section.
Any other questions? Anyone?
Night before, did you stay up super late and try to cram, or did you get like?
Nervous. I remember I didn't even eat breakfast that morning. Small, so that you are full because I was really hungry after the 100 test. I pretty much relaxed too much. I probably glanced over an
School that morning?
the day before. The day before I didn't go to school.
You didn't go to school.
No,
You hear that, guys? No school.
I didn't even go to after the 100 test ended. I just went home.
She just stopped going to school after.
Yeah. I relaxed that week. I was like, no, stay at home and relax because they didn't want the stress of me having to do homework and everything like that. So of course, it was tough falling asleep, but I suggested her and always like make sure you get a good night. So you'll have to stay focused for 3 hours. I know you can definitely do it there for one Friday.
All of you.
You guys working hard, doing everything. You guys have done.
Question.
My room was pretty hot. It was like normal. We had to wait outside before we got into a sweater that I could take off. So I'd say come in a lot of layers. Yeah.
When you were in the room, like, did anything?
No, I think a kid was trying to look at me. So make sure to cover your papers because kids will try to cheat on.
Did you put
And everybody was set up into rows. Don't worry.
Good
Just focus on
luck.
yourself.
Give Amber a big round of applause. What a great speech. Thank you.
I relaxed that week. I was like, no, I'm not going to school. It was more my parents who suggested that I stay at home and relax because they didn't want the stress of me having to do homework and everything like that. So they suggested I stay at home. But I tried to sleep early. Of course, it was tough falling asleep. But I suggest if you go to bed earlier, you'd be more likely to fall asleep sooner. And always like make sure you get a good night's sleep because you will have to get there early and you will be tired. And the test is long, so you'll have to stay focused for 3 hours. It's not that easy. But you guys can do it. I know you can. You guys did it here for 4 weeks, so you guys can definitely do it there for one Friday.
Everyone have a very relaxing week. We're gonna take the last diagnostic 12:30 tomorrow, Monday, or 5 o'clock. Those of you who are last day, those of you who are last day, today's the last day. Those of you who are doing the testing, we really sincerely are so proud of all of you. Good
Yeah,
luck.
you guys have done amazing. Like I've seen you guys working hard, doing everything. You guys have done a great job. Yeah.
Question.
for the environment of the test? Is it like hot in there?
My room was pretty hot. It was like normal temperature, I'd say like room temperature. But I wore a lot of layers because we had to wait outside before we got into the building, so it was really cold. So I had like a jacket and an extra sweater that I could take off. So I'd say come in a lot of layers. Yeah.
When you were in the room, like, did anything abnormal happen?
No, I think a kid was trying to look at my paper, but besides that, nothing.
That was it.
Yeah. So make sure to cover your papers because kids will try to cheat off of you. So make sure to hide it. Yeah.
Did you put in folders?
No, there were no folders. It was just individual desks, and everybody was set up into rows. So yeah, you guys will be fine. Don't worry.
Good
Just focus on
luck.
yourself.
Give Amber a big round of applause. What a great speech. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your participation in prep school. I know this was a first for many of you. We're so happy that
proud
you're
of you
here.
guys, yeah.